So here we are in Escazú, San Jose, in the backyard of a house my friend Steve here has been working on that was just a big grass lawn and is now a food forest. So 10 months ago they came and they started planting all kinds of veggies, herbs, and fruit trees even. Here's a Nance tree, it's looking super healthy, and when we got more light, Steve's gonna show us around the garden in more depth. So, you know, we started with like a lot of the trees, you know, the things that were gonna get big. We got a big list of trees that he thought was cool to have and hopefully eat one day. And we had to narrow it down a bit. We ended up planting over 20 fruit trees that I'll show you as we go around. And starting out, we decided to do some guilds along the pathway to add some color. And what we have here is malanga, cranberry hibiscus, lemongrass, and then you see here the go-to cola. And then we've done some other things with kale and cabbages at different times and some chilies, but those were the 3-4 main ones. This area was like, hey, let's do like a traditional milpa or the Three Sisters. So we got the beans, the squash, and the corn. This was only now 4 months ago, probably 5 maybe. And we've harvested corn and small squash, and the beans are catching up. But yeah, it's more of an annual garden with the passion vine here. Leeks, carrots. Sure, we can find a tasty carrot that's ready to be pulled. Here's a yellow, it's a rainbow carrot mix that we got seeds from. Some more annuals. And this is a mustard, and we got some beets here, and then some thyme and celery. We put in some different herbs kind of here. You got your herba buena, smells, tastes wonderful, kind of lemony, mint. Got the sage, a couple bushes of that, and then in the middle here is what they call like a New Zealand spinach, and then some new starts of lettuces. So eventually the thought of this area is going to be like a koi pond and a little zen garden. But the most zen thing we could do while we're kind of waiting for that to develop, we had a bunch of seeds from different farms we went to, and we came in and spread them. There's probably 12 different varieties of plants all competing at this point for space because we seeded a lot. But there's daikon radishes, there's corn, there's a mother's wort, dill, there's some sweet peas, there's some beans, there's a couple varieties of cucurbs or squash, and cucumbers, all sorts of fun in here. And that was just us, you know, kind of taking the zen approach of let's not put too much thought into it and see what happens. And now we'll head to the other part of the garden in the backyard. So here we are in the backyard. Probably my favorite work we did. This was just a rock wall, and same with that over there. Just like a hill with these lava rocks on them with some ferns growing, and then down here was ornamentals, and it was pretty, but you know, like I said, the same ornamentals that you find around here. So what we did is planted trees just in this little area, and also we're growing this terrace. It has multiple different herbs and some chives and whatnot all growing in it. A couple different oreganos, 3 different basils, a pineapple sage, fennel. Yeah, this was a lot of fun, kind of designing the shape and the work that had to be done to kind of move the dirt, and then coming back and seeing everything just thriving here and being able to make like the best pesto in the world just from an urban garden. You have the jade vine. If you've ever seen a jade flower, you'll know why it'll be so exciting going up the stairs to the roof. That'll eventually take over that whole area and hopefully hang down and drop flowers into the window. Here, the loquat, or a nispero. But as we zoom around here, we used some more of these lava rocks and kind of went with this terrace just down the hill now. And some different herbs and the Cuban oregano doing really well, the Awanaka spinach, the Brazilian spinach, just kind of like a mixed garden of little thing here, little thing there. This trellis was all recycled material that he had just lying around. And first we grew some sweet potatoes there and had a great harvest. And now there's cucumbers and some sweet potatoes coming back. This is a great one. This moringa, we bought a little tree. We tried to bring some cuttings from Punta Mona, they never took. So we went out and bought a tree with some roots already, and now it's doing really well. We've harvested a lot of food from back here, and just constantly, you know, not having to weed too much. I'm letting the plants kind of do their thing. This is urban gardening with, you know, white walls and a big, nice house. We have the power to grow more of our own food and our own herbs and our own medicine just right in our backyard, and this is the example.